Hey guys, welcome to my home gym. This is where I'm working out on a regular basis. And with my resistance training, what I like to do, I really don't do any cardiovascular training. I do a warm-up run where I'll run to kind of the beginning of my subdivision, which is about a mile. If I run, it's like a half mile there and a half mile back. So about a mile run. I usually do it in, somewhere like seven minutes or so because there's some hills that are involved in that. And that's usually my warm-up. And then I do resistance training, and I do 4 pretty intense resistance training days a week, and then I will do like a light leg day on the weekend on Sunday. And usually Wednesday and Saturday are my off days, those are my rest days. So on my intense upper body days, which are typically Monday and Thursday, that way I've got 3 days rest, so I can really fully recover from an intense workout. That's super important. You don't want to do the same muscle groups every day. Really every other day can also be intense too. I find best when I get 72 to 96 hours of rest between workouts of the same muscle group, that I recover better and I gain more strength. So you got to find the right intensity to recovery ratio for you. But for me, it's like I hit it on Monday, I hit it on Thursday. I could do it on Sunday again, but I usually wait till Monday, get that 4th day of recovery. And that works great for me. So what I like to do for upper body is I start with pull-ups, okay? And so pull-ups are usually my first exercise. And I'm doing a push-pull superset. So after I do a pull exercise, I will do a push exercise. So I'll do pull-ups, and then right after that, I'll do like an incline bench press, right? So pull-ups, incline bench press right after that. And I usually do about 4 sets of those. And I gradually increase the weight on the incline bench press that I'm doing. Okay, the reason why I like to do incline bench press first rather than flat bench is because for me, it's harder to build my upper chest, the upper portion or the clavicular portion of my pecs. So I like to really prioritize that and hit that hard. And so that's what I like to do. So I'll do pull-ups, okay? And if you wanna come right over here, I've got machine right here. So I'm just typically just doing pull-ups just like that. My upper body is actually a little bit sore because I worked it yesterday, but doing pull-ups and then following it by the incline bench right over here. Okay, so stacking up some weight and then doing an incline bench press kind of like this. Just like that. Of course, I would normally have weight on it, but I did just work my upper body yesterday, just did this workout. So I'm doing that, and then in between sets, I'm actually doing shrugs. So shrugs like this, and then I do bent over reverse flies. So that looks like this. Here's what a bent over reverse fly looks like. And I actually like to do it on one leg. And what I actually typically do is I'll do it on the vibration plate. So this is the vibration plate right here. So to challenge my balance, here's actually how I like to do it. So I get the vibration plate going to really challenge my nervous system, and then I go like this. So I've got to make all these little adaptations with my feet and my legs. Meanwhile, I'm working my posterior delts. So I'm doing it like that. So the vibration plate again challenges my balance, and at the same time, it's really working my nervous system. And then those flies work the posterior part of my shoulder, the back part of my shoulder, which is good for posture. So I do that, that exercise in between. So I'm going back and forth, doing this with very little to no rest, and then I'll move over and I'll do bent over rows. So I can I'll just take a lightweight today. So if I'm doing bent over rows, that looks like this right here from the side. So that's working my back. So with that, I'm a pull exercise, working my back. And then I want to do a push exercise right after that. So now I'll go over and I'll do a flat bench press, right? Where I'm right on my back. And actually, one way that I like to do this is with the stability ball. So if I take the ball and I get a little bit of weight, and I'm using a lighter weight than I normally do because again, I worked my upper body yesterday, but I can do it like this, just like that. And I can do an incline press if I want to, like that, okay? Or a flat like this. And that's a great functional exercise because I gotta balance myself. A lot of core stability goes into that, really keeping myself just stable on the ball. It takes a lot of stability, a lot of core strength in order to do that. So now I incorporate that. And then the last exercise I do is going to be overhead presses. And so I do the bent over rows. In between sets, with my pull exercise, I go back to the pull-ups. So I'm doing pull-ups again, and then I'm doing a overhead press. So again, just like this right here with the overhead press, just like that. And I can incorporate it on the Vibe plate as well. So anything I do on the vibration plate increases the intensity of that exercise. I get a lot more muscle contractions, a lot more nervous system activity, really challenge my body to adapt, and increases strength, power, and increases nervous system activity. Okay. And I will do this, and I can also do an Arnold press, which is like this. Just like that. So that's typically an upper body routine. And usually I'm doing about 10 sets of push exercises, 10 sets of pulls, either pull downs or bent over rows. So I'm getting about 10 sets of those all together. And that's a wrap, right, for upper body. For lower body, I like to do squats. So I usually warm up by doing squats right here, and I'll do two-legged squats, one-legged squats, right, just like that. And then I will do squats on the barbell, so I'll put on some weight and do a good quality squat, just like that, right, with weight on. Squats are one of the best exercises you can do for growth hormone, testosterone, really building muscle mass. So I love doing squats. I also enjoy doing lunges. So I can do lunges just like this. Okay, with the lunge, I want to make sure that my knee stays right up over my ankle. I don't want to do it like this. That's going to put a lot of stress on the knee, so it's better like that. Just like that. And I can do that right off the power plate as well. Now I'm getting an extra intensity because I've got to adapt to the vibration. So again, that takes up the level of intensity on that exercise. So I'm doing those exercises. For legs, I also like to do some good quality deadlifts, just like this. So getting deadlifts in, great exercise. And finally, I like to finish it up with some stability ball work, where I'll do like a bridge off the stability ball. And I can also do hamstring curls like this off the stability ball. Now, typically in between sets, when I'm doing a big mover, a big compound exercise like squats or deadlifts, I'm doing in between sets, I'm doing a stability ball crunch. So the squat or the deadlift puts a lot of compressive force on my lower back. So with the crunch, I'm actually doing more of an expansive movement, opening up those discs. So the way that looks is like this. So I'll do this in between sets of squats, lunges, deadlifts, those compound exercises. In between sets, doing that. And then I'll also do some toe raises. So toe raises I might do like this. And I can do them one toe as well, just like that, to work my calves. So that's a great exercise to do in between sets. It's called active rest. So I'm resting my primary mover muscles, but at the same time, I'm still training something, keeping my heart rate going. I'm getting some level of training, working kind of the auxiliary muscles like the calves, working my core, right, with this, the stability ball crunch. So that's really my normal routine. So upper body days are Monday and Thursday. Lower body days are Tuesday and Friday. I'm kind of changing around sometimes the order of how I'm doing these exercises, the weight that I'm doing. Sometimes I'll add in vibration, sometimes I won't. All of that helps change the workout, right? So it creates kind of an adaptation that my body has to make, which forces in muscle confusion. I get better and faster results, and I'm stronger and more resilient from that. So guys, this is my normal routine right here, strength training. I would recommend doing resistance training at least 2 days a week, and really ideally more like 3 to 4 days a week. Changing up your muscle groups, giving your body adequate rest between workouts for those muscle groups, but getting those in, and that will make a huge difference in your life and your overall health. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, share it with somebody that you know, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell button. That way you get notified whenever I put up a new video. Thanks so much for doing that. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we'll see you guys in a future video. Be blessed.